Intakes and outtakes. Oh no, you can't sit and watch me.
Why?
You can't. No. No. Hi guys, welcome to Redwood Diesel. And first up, not a diesel. This is a Mikasa MTR80L that I picked up for 200 Canadian dollars. A little tamping rammer. That's what they call it. Honestly, I don't even know if it works. But we need something to tamp down some of the bits in the property here. So we're going to try and fix it up, see if we can get it going. First piece of equipment. It's a petrol 2-stroke, and it looks like it's seen better days. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I think it's a good runner. But let's see, eh? So firstly, I went out the other day because the fuel pipe was pretty janky on this thing. I went out and got a little bit of fuel pipe. It's the same what you'd use on a chainsaw. So we shall get that on. There's never a tool around when you need it. Alright. There we go. You know, these things just perish over time. And I think the guy said it had been stored for quite a while, so it's pretty normal. Also the fuel pipe degrades, contact with petrol, so it's pretty normal. I'm not worried about it. It's a pretty windy day down here, but at least the sun's out, so we can't complain. Nice. It's got a little fuel bowl in the bottom of this fuel tank. Looks pretty janky. Yeah. I've gone ahead already and greased all the grease nipples on it. It's got quite a few. I've got no idea when it was last greased, but it took a little bit. Some points in the bottom of the ram, and the working parts in the top. Alright, let's get some fuel in it. So this is 2-stroke as well, so fortunately it comes on the top here on the cap. 25 to 1. I've just got some chainsaw 2-stroke oil. I think that'll be alright. 25 to 1. Right. Now we're back. Huh? So 25 to 1. We got some chainsaw 2-stroke oil. It's all we got here. So let's try. I don't know how long this little tank would work for. But I guess this little single cylinder doesn't burn too much. Now the guy said there's a spring broken in this. He seems to think it's a clutch spring. So this thing might just start. And it might just start bouncing straight away, which will be very interesting. Probably shouldn't fill it right up then. Right. Oh, we got a little leak. Actually going to keep leaking. This little fuel bowl's just got a little bit of a leak, or is it the tap? Let's try. Oh, that looks like the tap's leaking. Nice. That's a shame. We're going to have to look at that. Right, next job now. That's why we don't fill it up all the way, Vincent. Right. So, this little fuel tap is going to have to come off. Oof. Now, we can see, hopefully it's just a gasket or some dirt or something. We might be able to fix it, because we've not got a great deal of stuff here out in the bush. I would hate to run into town to go and get a gasket or an O-ring. See these little petcocks? Make sure it's coming up on the camera. They've got a seal in the front. And when you turn them, if they've been sat for a long time, that little seal starts to leak fuel past it. And it's basically telling it where to go. We'll get that open. Welcome to the back of the truck workshop. That's full of crap. Oh dear. It doesn't appear to have any kind of seal in it. That's odd. Let's just try and clean it out, I think, and clean some of the dirt out. Okay, so we have got a seal in here. So I'll just loosen this bit of crud. Garbage. Get a little pick in here. Without damaging it any more than it is. Now that doesn't look fantastic. Oops, jumping around there. See what we can do with this. Okay. So I just gave this a little clean and then a bit of lube in some petrol. So we'll see. I mean, it feels okay. It's probably just a bit old. Like everything, just like me. She's just a little bit old. Beautiful day. Still a bit windy down here. But it's nice, you know. It's a nice day. Let's try again. That should be enough to get it going. Well, it's not leaking. Get some fuel in that carb. Looks good. We got this little air filter house. Let's have a look at this one over here. Oh, pretty standard. Choke. Working. Okay, let's try. I think this thing hasn't sat around. Hasn't started even in, what did the guy say, about 2 years. Let's check this plug real quick. I'll not be that one then. I'll be that one. Oh dear. Oily. Oil is not bad. It's just not great. I mean, it's 2 strokes, so what do you expect? This will be great. We've got some drainage pipe to put in, and this would be nice to do the bottom of the trench. We've also got a lot of soft ground in our drainage ditches because they've just been dug. Bits of the driveway. So I know it's a small machine. I think it can be quite useful around here. I think we're good to have a little start, see what happens. Yeah. I don't know why this throttle cable's off. I have absolutely no idea. But what the hell? Let's have a try. Ooh. Positive. Very positive. Let's try and fix this throttle cable back on. Don't know where it goes. Probably here. What do we think? That looks about right. You know, I've never used one of these, so feel free to put stuff in the comments. know it's an old machine. But she should work alright, you know. She should work okay. Well, I'm hoping. Here's for hoping. Da-da-da-da. Worst case, I'll look for another one. She can be spares, you know. Hope it does the job. It's not a bad Facebook Marketplace find, you know. Okay. Nice. Kind of works. Right. It doesn't appear to be jumping. I'm not sure why, but we're going to find out. Okay, so she starts, which is half the battle. Upon further inspection, though, this is finger tight. It's worked its way loose. So it looks like somebody split the motor from the head in the past. So let's have a looky in there and see what's going on. It's only a couple of bolts, and she's looking a bit oily and wet underneath. So let's have a go. What was that? There's something in the woods. Okay. I'm sure there's lots of stuff in the woods. I'm sure there's lots of stuff in the woods. Huh? Well, Siobhan's gone off in the woods to find the moaning sound. Hopefully she'll be gone a while. Right. Somebody's been in here because all three of these bolts are loose. So I think it's a good place to start. It's pretty oily. She's pretty oily. I don't know why. I just disconnected that fuel line. We got one more bolt after this one. It looks pretty simple, fairly straightforward. Like I said, I've never used one of these, and I've actually never broken anything like this down. But it's basically a just an engine on a tool. So it should be fairly simple. This is probably why that throttle cable was off. Someone had been in it, probably with the intention of going back to it. So we'll whip that off again quick. Make some space. Oh yeah. I don't think this thing's too heavy. Just handball her out. Try not to drop it. I would touch wood, but my hands are full. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oop. I did not expect that. You stay there. Alright. Let's have a look what we got here. So, an oily little motor. Alright, that's loose. What is going on here? It looks like the clutch is missing. Oh dear. So that Woodruff key doesn't look good either. It looks destroyed. Get you in here. That key, it's not looking good. It looks like there's a clutch pack missing here, or a spring, and it's looking pretty wet in here. So we'll get this cleaned out, get it cleaned up and get back to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately this is where this video is going to have to stop. As you can see from the parts diagram, we are completely missing the clutch assembly for this machine. I have sourced another clutch and it's on the way. I think it was about 200 Canadian with the oil seal as well, but 156 on this picture comes as a whole assembly. The guy did mention that there was a spring broken. I imagine he means the two springs number 48, and you know, I picked it up as is, so yeah, we'll have to wait till the new clutch and for part 2. Apologies guys for the poor audio on there. It's a new mic and it was a really windy day, and this is our first video, so it's only going to get better from here. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.